Hello and welcome to the Tarot Share Live, where today we are going to be going over what we would like to do, how we would actually read individual cards in basic readings, and we're going to take 3 card readings and actually put them together to form the Celtic cross reading. So my name is Io Kirkwood, and I work out of Serenity and Soul, which is a fund of the Community Foundation of Carroll County, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And what we do here is we connect communities with metaphysical and holistic practices. And so we do it one product, one service, one person at a time, and we connect you to your magic within. Can you please be quiet? I'm doing a live. Thank you. All right. Sorry for the interruption. So, um, so we are a 501c3 fund, and we bring these metaphysical and holistic practices to the Carroll County community. And we also have free classes. We have Reiki shares. We have subtle energy talks and essential oil classes. These are free. And so if you want to come and experience these things in person, you need to come to 400 North Center Street in Westminster, Maryland. That's the town mall of Westminster. We are Suite 251, right across from Eternity of Dreams, and also across from our metaphysical shop, where we offer the products that we use in, say, the essential oil classes and in the crystal classes. And we sell those items there, as well as tarot decks, which is my specialty. So let's get started on the way to read cards. So if you are doing a daily practice of pulling one card, the whole purpose of doing that is to actually record the card in your journal, and then to actually go over the events of the day at the end of the day, so that you can start connecting your experiences to the cards. All right, so that's the first step of really getting into the practice of reading the cards, of learning what they mean. Now, we've gone over in previous lives, symbols, numerology, the elements, what all of those things actually mean in the context of the cards. But now we need to insert all of that stuff into a reading. Now, I start people out with the 3-card reading. And the 3-card reading basically looks like this. All right, so you have your past, present, and future, and you lay them down like that. Now, for me, the past is always on my left-hand side, right? It's sort of like a looking back where my subconscious mind sort of holds everything, because we have a tendency to hold on to our past. And then the present is like right there in the center. And then, of course, we have the future. So these are the 3 ways, or the 3-card reading that we actually provide or put out. And it's after you shuffle the cards and everything. You might set it into 3 piles and then turn the top cards over, or you might just pull the first 3 cards off the top of the pile, or you might even just fan them and pull them out of the deck. 1, 2, 3. All right, so when you look at the past, present, future, which is one of the most fundamental 3-card spreads, what you want to do is you want to look at, where are there any major arcana cards, and where are they? So if you have a major arcana card in the past, it most likely means that whatever that card represents, decisions and actions were made that are bringing about the circumstances you are experiencing now. It means that you can't go back into the past and change it and make a different decision. The decision was already made, and the consequences are being experienced. If you find a major arcana card in the present, what you will find is that you have to be very careful, because decisions you make now will actually manifest in such a way that the consequences will be inescapable in the future. So please, sort of like a caveat, buyer beware. So in the present tense, finding a major arcana card there, that element or aspect of it is, sort of in the works, and actions you take, thoughts you think, things you say and do, they're all going to have an incredible impact on your future. Now, if we see a major arcana in the future, more than likely what that suggests is that there are events coming that are completely beyond your control. And you're going to have to look at those and face those. And they could be from the past, but the fact of the matter is that it's something most likely outside of you, especially if you find it in the future. It's sort of like the cards are going, hey, stuff's going down. You might want to prepare for it. So that's the whole idea of when you look at these positions, you're looking at, well, if the major arcana is in my past, then that means I made decisions or actions that have an impact now. If it's right here now, I'm in the thick of it, I better be careful about the decisions I make. And then if it's in the future, well, I better prepare for whatever this is coming, this thing that's coming, because I'm not going to have control over the situation. I just need to be able to respond to it. All right, and that's how you would read it for anyone that you're doing a reading for. Now, if they're minor arcana, then you're going to look at the element of it. So wands is going to be enterprise, business. Swords are going to be, mental struggles and communication. Cups are going to be emotion and relationships, and pentacles is going to be something to do with, your material circumstances, such as finances or the day-to-day routine of your life. If it's in the past, then it's indicating whatever that element in that suit and the card is, that this is an important thing that happened to bring about the situation that you're looking at right now. If it's in your present, it means that this is the thing that is on your mind, or it is the most important thing, not major arcana, not shaking you up, but it's just the thing that you need to be focusing on, or that you're dwelling on, or that you're in the thick of trying to deal with. And if it's in your future, it usually indicates the results of whatever decisions you or patterns of behavior that you normally manifest. This is what the result will most likely be. So the past kind of tells us where we came from, the present tells us where we are, and the future tells us where we're headed. And when you have a minor arcana in any of these positions, it's indicating the influences, the most important things on your mind, your focus, and where you're headed. And then, of course, if you see court cards in any of these positions, it indicates a person or someone with, or a personality trait that you have that probably either got you into this trouble, or is helping you, or is something that you are grappling with now, or that is assisting you, or it is going to be evoked by the events in the future. So that is how I place the major, minor, and court cards into a reading, and sort of give myself an idea of what is going on. Now, this is just a framework because everyone reads differently, and you should be okay with the way that you read. It's about practicing it. This framework is sort of like training wheels to get you comfortable with the past, present, future spread. Right? And once you get comfortable with the past, present, future spread and how the cards interact, then you're going to go to this one. This is the, so you saw the arm that goes horizontally of the Celtic cross. This is the arm that goes vertically. All right. And so we put down the foundation card, the challenge card, and then we also have a guidance card. All right, so this is the second 3-card reading that you're going to want to practice. All right, so when you find a major arcana in a foundation, more than likely it is talking about a very ingrained pattern or something that you experienced in childhood. When it comes up, when that major arcana comes up in the challenge, it means it's most likely either an obstacle or an incredible boon that you have no control of, right? It could be the way that somebody feels about you. It could be, just sort of the roll of the dice, the spin of the wheel, and wow, that was amazing. I didn't even expect that. And then if we move up to the guidance, if you have a major arcana there, that is spirit telling you unequivocally, either do this or else, right? Like if you want the best result, you're going to want to follow this guidance of the major arcana card. Now, if we have minor arcana cards in foundation, it's indicating, sort of how the situation developed. And it could be little quirks that you have or quirks that somebody else has. And then the other, when it comes up in the challenge, it could indicate, a skill you need to learn or a pattern of behavior that you need to overcome. Or it could be something very beneficial. The challenge can assist you too. Friction creates growth. And then, of course, in the guidance, it means, well, here's some suggestions for you. If you want the best outcome, you might want to look here. Take a look at this particular aspect that maybe you've been ignoring. Usually when the guidance comes up, it's something that you haven't been paying attention to. It's a blessing, most likely, that you have not acknowledged. And so that's how the minor arcana work in this. And then if you have court cards, it could indicate very influential people. So maybe influential people in your past, influential people who are causing the friction or are assisting you. And then, of course, right up here, it could be Spirit saying, I'm sending you somebody, or, hey, you have this personality trait that you haven't been applying. You might want to consider that. Of course, it all depends on what your intuition tells you, but that's going to be your second practice spread of the 3-card spread. All right. And then the final 3-card spread that you're going to want to look at, and don't pay attention to this 4th card because that comes in the Celtic Cross. All right. So here we have your internal experience. All right. That's experience. For you gamers out there, you know what I'm talking about. And then we have the external experience, right? And that's usually how other people are viewing the situation, right? Like they're reflecting back to us. And then this one is our expectations, hopes, and fears. So when major arcana comes up in our internal experience, it usually indicates that we are going through some kind of initiatory process. That means that our internal workings are being rearranged. When the major arcana comes up in the external environment, in the external experience and reflection, it means that the people in our environment are reflecting back to us either archetypes or collective experiences, right? Because that can be your environment. Collective experiences that you're witnessing and that are giving you information about the situation. And then, of course, this 3rd card, if a major arcana shows up, well, it could be like I've had the devil show up in this one. And that's my fear that everything, absolutely everything, is just going to go to, well, heck in a handbasket. Okay? So it depends on what card is there. If you get Temperance there, it could be that you are hoping for a very balanced outcome. So when we look at the major arcana, they have a very, very potent meaning in any position within a spread. Now, if it's going to be a minor arcana internal experience, this could be showing you a pattern or something that, would benefit from a change or that needs to be enhanced in yourself. So if it's the 2 of Cups, it could be saying that, oh, you know, you're feeling loving, you want to connect with other people, right? But if it's the Three of Swords, it could be that whatever happened caused you a lot of heartache. If we find it in the external environment, it usually indicates to us what other people are experiencing and in what realm they're experiencing it in. And then, of course, if we go to the expectations, hopes, and fears, this indicates sort of like what we anticipate will happen. And if it's something negative, it usually means that you need a perspective adjustment. So looking at the internal experience, external experience, and your expectations, hopes, and fears sort of gives you an overall view of where this possibly could go based on the factors that are present in your environment. So this is like sort of the environment 3-card spread, whereas the foundation, challenge, and guidance is one of those things where you can get some information from the higher realms and also from, you know, deep-seated unconscious things. And then, of course, the first spread was your basic past, present, future. Hey, what's going on? So now I'm going to show you what the Celtic cross aspect, not the pillar, but the Celtic cross aspect looks like. All right. So here you have 1, 2, 3. Here's your past, present, future, and then your foundation, challenge, and then guidance. Right. So you would set it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Then on the side of that, you're going to put, and you can put them one on top of the other if you want, or you can put them in this configuration. It's up to you. But then you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And so this one right here is your outcome card. And this one, sometimes I'll put 3 cards down for that one too to give me an idea of where it's headed. And I usually do the past, present, future as an addition if the outcome just doesn't look proper. But if the major arcana lands there, then you know that it's pretty much a given that that's the outcome. If a minor arcana card falls there, it's going to show you exactly how that outcome is going to affect an area of the life of the person asking for the reading. And if a court card comes up in any of these, of course, it's going to indicate the type of person or the personality trait or archetype of human that you're dealing with in your external, internal environment, etc. Plus, if it comes up in the outcome, generally when I get a court card in the outcome, that's when I do that 3 card, past, present, future, right next to it, because then it gives me an idea of, did I know them in the past, or did my seeker know them in the past? What are they doing in the present? And what is their role in the future? Because it'll give me a better idea of why that card is in the outcome. Maybe the outcome is in the hands of that person. So that is like sort of a down and dirty how I go about putting my 3 card readings together and actually interpreting the cards in the positions that they are in. So with your 1 card, you're getting your meanings, but with splitting it into major, then minor, and then court cards sort of gives you an idea of what's going on, like what factors are at play in each of the positions in your past, present, future, foundation, challenge, guidance, internal experience, external experience, and hopes and expectations and fears, and then of course your outcome card. So thank you for joining us here at Serenity and Soul for our Tarot Share Live. And I hope that you come to join us, because we really get into the nitty-gritty when we spend about an hour and a half reading for each other and doing intuitive exercises so that you can learn the cards and read them for yourself and others. Now realize this is for entertainment purposes only. However, it is a valuable tool for you to sort of play around with ideas and vision boards and other ways of looking at different sides and different perspectives of situations that you find yourself in. We're here at 400 North Center Street in Westminster, Maryland, in the Town Mall of Westminster, right across from Eternia Dreams and our metaphysical shop. We are open generally from 10 to 7, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Please check our store hours on Vagaro at www.vagaro.com/serenity, AND soul, SOL, /services. And you can also book services with our practitioners at that site, as well as see our events and sign up for some of these free goodies that we offer. Thank you for showing up, and namaste.